For me, defending is about responding to a technique, something. But at the same time, it has to protect you. And at the same time, it has to be part of the movement that you're receiving from your partner. Okay? So that means I don't want you to add anything or take anything away from what you're doing. Okay? So it's only about unbalancing, not falling per se. Okay? So when you do your front rolls, don't jump into them. That becomes a habit. So when you're taking a carry from somebody, you always want to launch yourself into the movement and not allow the movement to take you into the floor. Okay? That's what puts you into the right place, not you. When you get better at it, you can learn to protect yourself, but the technique will put you in the right place. So if you practice it, so according to practice, if you're doing the technique and you do it correctly, you should fall anyway. Okay? So you shouldn't need to add anything to that movement. Just keep the connection and follow. Okay? So that's the first thing. Let's get rid of the jumping. It's to just tip over, and when you finish the roll, turn around. And I do that because when you're being thrown, your uke is back here. The connection is not just the throw, it's you also. So when you finish the roll, you turn back and face your partner. Not just roll straight forward into space and pretend you're not there. Okay? So when you finish the roll, turn around. Okay? The other thing, back of the neck here. Don't take the roll as if you're going forward. That's what's creating the jump. As you approach the mat, the body turns itself. So you make as much contact from the shoulder across the back to the opposite hip. Okay? Not a straight line over your back. So there's no danger of hitting your head or landing on the spine right from the back here. So as you go towards the roll, just place yourself down and tip over. And as you go down, the body's going to turn slightly. Not go over itself like this, with you looking forward. So as you approach, the body turns. So the whole roll is as close to the mat as possible, not in the air. Okay? So you don't get anything that makes you do the jump over it. Don't do that. Both feet don't leave the ground at the same time, one at a time. So you leave that foot there till this one is basically all the way over it, then you tip over. Right? So slow it down. It's the first thing. Do it slowly. Not fast. Okay? Let's try again. Turn around. Okay, another thing, just to check. Old school used to finish this way. It's hard to stand up if you wait on that, standing up. It's much easier to stand up on your toes. It's natural. So do the roll, finish on your toes, not the back of your foot. If you do it on the back of the foot, that means you're launching yourself forward so that when you're in this position, like that, your weight is going fast enough for you to get up on that foot because it's going forward. But the roll should slow you down, not go faster. Okay? So when you finish on your toes, turn around and stand up. Leave the hands on the mat until you stand up and go around. You're slowing yourself down. I want you to get foot. Okay? Yeah. You wear your feet. One other thing, let's just practice too. Don't roll as if your feet are going together, because that's what creates the impact over time. So if I roll and do this, both feet at the same time, they hit the mat. They go over one at a time. Okay? So they don't hit the mat before. So there's no harsh contact. Just a roll, turn around, walk forward. So one foot at a time, one leg at a time. Don't slam them both down at the same time. When you finish, you should be able to stand up and you're in hammy as you turn around to walk back. Not with your feet straight. Okay? And don't turn at the end of the throw, spinning underneath. Just pick the back knee up, whichever one you want. Turn around so your feet almost there together so you can walk forward. Okay? Not spread. Okay? Again. Okay? A few more. Even when you finish. first practice. I think of it as like, not so much as a front roll, it's almost like you're standing side, doing everything like this, sideways. And you're going over in that same position, that same line. Okay. The other thing too is when you put both hands down, the body tends to go square. So if you can, always one hand. Always leave the other hand so it's right behind the other leg. You see why I like it? When it's right there, so as soon as it goes over, it's the first thing that's going to be making the contact with the mat. Okay? If you put it here, it's the last, because you've touched it. Everything goes over before the hand goes. So leave this where it is. So when it goes over, it's making contact as you finish that roll. Yeah? You're going to need it later. So leave it in there, but turn around, back again. Alright? Okay, let's try back rolls. Just a regular back roll. I'm seeing two completely different floors. You completely do everything you do different from when you do the front row. Okay. Go through one at a time. One is the arm. You leave when you go over. Instead of in front of you, how you do the front row, which is finishing that position. Okay, in front of you. The other thing, don't look back. If you look back, your body automatically turns on the rolls on the opposite side. Okay? You keep your head in front of you. Don't look back. You can look down as you kneel, but don't look back. Okay? It brings the body around on the opposite side. So do the same thing with the roll, with both hands in front, shoulders nice and round and relaxed. No collapsing. So none of this. I can't support myself, dude. Slide back, sit back. When you sit, the front foot should be the same line as your ankle, not over there. Okay? So you don't do this. Across, backwards. You go straight back. Okay? So as you are, just walk, let your body go back normally, and the body needs to fall on its side. Turn the knee to that side. Put your hands in front of you. So you just do that. Roll back, finish in the same position, stand up. Arms are relaxed. None of this. So don't go looking for the mat over your head. Keep your hands in front of your center. Yeah, that's the center of the movement. Best place for them to be. Okay? So just leave them there, straight back. So sit down, put the knee to the side. That's now in the same line, so you'll finish in the same line. That can slide up a little bit. Hands in front of you. If you're not sure about your shoulder, put the opposite hand on that side. So it's telling you this hand should touch the mat as you go over. This one should stay in front of you. So it's right by your head. It's almost like you're protecting your face. As you go, it's right there as you come up. It's hand in front of you. Right? Okay, let's try again. When you finish, just stand up. Don't switch your feet. Okay, any questions? Okay, front and back roll. Practice them, make sure they're the same. So if you want to do static 2, the roll, do a front roll, just check your position, reverse it. And your hand should be in the same place, nothing changed. Alright? Okay? Next one. We'll do it from sitting first. Yoko kaiten, the side fall, it's being thrown straight down hard, there's no exposure to your head just slacking on the mat. Okay? So it's the starting of like you're doing the back roll, but then it's going to turn on itself. So the roll is much more open and turning. Okay? So you're going to sit, hand, comes over, turn around. So again, it's always going to finish where you face it. But you can do from sitting first. Hand touches, same time as you sit back, that hand and leg goes over together. Toes turned in, not ankles. Toes turned in, so the legs are bent a little bit, relax. As this one's coming over and you feel the mat with the opposite side, push up off that side, starts to turn, around from there, back around again. Okay. And turn around. Alright? Let's try. Again, it slows down at the end, so just take your time when you come up. Turn around and stand up. Okay, so. Okay, now it's backward. That generally ends because the body's going forward, because you don't fall butt first. No movements where you fall butt first and just sit down. Especially if your face is straight. You don't go, put your face forward. The body's going to go backwards. Okay? So we do this from a stretch. As you stretch, push your center forward. So the idea is that it creates the contact towards your partner rather than just fall away from it. Okay? So as you stretch backwards, your toes push forward up into the movement, into your center. Okay? Then from there, from the stretch, you just slide back. Turn around, stand up. So now it's active. So it means you push in your center. So you're falling like so. Okay, so imagine you're in this position. Okay? Most people, when they go to fall, they stand up, butt goes back, and then they fall. Right? If your hand faces like that, you've got to fall from that same position. Okay? So if you're in like so, for instance, the fall is from there. Yeah? So the connection is going back up. So you're not trying to stand back up and fall down. You're falling from that position. So we practice it from that position. From there, sit back, turn around and stand up. Okay? So now it's a little more active. Then we're going to move the bottom. Okay? Alright, let's try it. Feet parallel. Okay? You slide back into it. Don't pick a side when you fall. Yeah. Turn around and stand up. No, no. Finish. All the way around. Okay. Little exercise to try. Feet together. Hold. And then hold the person up. He doesn't fall till I let go, so he's giving me his weight. Then he let go. And then you pick any side that's there to fall back on. Okay? So the idea is reflective now. So when you're positioning somebody's soil or they let you go, the body automatically protects itself. It doesn't stay there and wait to be thrown. It just fall and protect itself at the same time. Also support it to your own balance. So you understand your own body when it's full. You can protect it. So it's in this position. Just like that. Okay? The important thing too is when you go back, whichever side you pick, the hand touches the same time. So support you, put your feet together at the same time. As you bend, push toward him so he feels your weight, so your toes almost want to come up. And then let your body fall back. So now he's holding you, but he's pushing upwards at the same time. So from there, leave your arms where they are, and then as he lets go, you just wait for it. Pick a side to fall. Okay? So that's an exercise you can use to practice that. There's a couple more, but it's the basic one first. Just get used to doing that on your own. Okay? Any questions so far? Okay, my yoko cut. Same thing, but going forward. Okay? Turn around. Okay? As soon as you kick over, touches the mat. So keep that by your side. So the first thing you do is touch the mat. Yeah, it's there already. Okay? That's your fall. Nothing in the air. Okay, so easy. Already there. Right? So now you have to head.
Oh, you're up. Yes.
Don't jump into it. Do it slowly. Okay, so you sit down. Hands out by the side. And they do it. It's doing that thing. Yeah? So it's round. So your hands are there to make you keep going. All you do is follow the momentum of your body. You don't have to do anything with your legs. That's why they're not tense. Okay? So when they go over, don't make them tense. Leave the from the hips should be loose, relax. So they don't slam on the back. They just touch. Because the whole time you're at contact. There's no point where you're in the air. You will if you're in the air. The fall is on the ground. So practice your best buddy, your math. Okay? So use it. Yeah? Turn around. Yeah? Again. Okay, any questions? Same thing, starting backwards. So from this position. That jump. Just from the stretch, again, body pivot. So as you turn, decide you do, keep the one foot on the mat, you pick up the other one, put the hand down. Not turn and step. Okay? Don't have time to turn and step. Right? So the body pivots because that hand's in front of you. So as soon as you feel that go down, the opposite side gets released. You don't hold it, so it can turn over. Okay? That's why you don't jump. Okay? So you need the body to respond like that. So as the hand goes down, so to speak, this side gives up. And then you just turn on that. Yeah, not jumping. Alright? Let's try it. Same for Ushiro Mayoko Kaito. One more?
I'm not afraid of that.
On the stretch, use a front forward. So put the hand down and look straight down at your side, not behind you and out. Okay? From there, the hand. Now, turn around. Okay? Okay. I have an exercise for this one. So, don't see it coming. You can't step. Keep going like you're trying to still walk and then turn around. You don't stop still, turn around and fall. The body keeps moving. Okay? So as far as he keeps wanting to walk, turn. Okay? Yeah. Yes. Straight down, turn. No jumping. Where he puts you is where you fall. Alright? So let's try palm and hold groups of threes and practice that across the back. Okay? Last one, Ushiro Mai Kaiten, backwards, front roll. So again, starting from this position, and you're going to do forward roll. So again, from the stretch, from where you are again, like you're going to do Mayoko Kaiten, but everything stays tucked under, turn around and do the front roll. So from that position, front roll. Okay, let's try. And again, slowly, don't jump backwards, just tip. Touch the mat, turn around, keep your hands on the ground. Keep your hands on the mat as you turn. That's the basic group. There's variations of those, depending on injury or capability or flexibility. But those are the general ones. Okay, this side because I couldn't do the full way, just land and get up on the same side. So my leg moved to work in front row, so that's something that your body, your knee has to be capable of support just from doing the front row. Okay? But the others don't need that per se. Only when you're standing up. So just your basic capability then. Okay? So there's nothing that's going to crash and smash your knee into the mat. Okay? So when you do it, just be aware that your legs should be loose, relaxed, so they're allowed to open. So when you, so they're allowed to just be, natural when you come over. They're not straight. So no heel impact, side or towards the toe. And that's you're using like the push-up. So you just come around and standing up. And whether it's backwards or forward. Backwards, again, you do need a little support. So if the knee can't support you, you have to give it up a little bit. Yes. Okay? But still move that leg. It still has to sit underneath you. Okay? I'm going to say don't pick it up. That's the worst one to do. Don't pick the knee up, especially if you slide back on your toes. And then right at the last minute, then you can take it away. But then you're supporting yourself into the beginning. In other words, if you like this, you're going back on it with the stretch. But as you go to sit down, as you put your weight on it, you can just make it relax so it goes flat as you go back. That's up to you. You feel that. You feel your own capability. That's up to you. Okay? So long as it mechanically stays correct. Okay? So that's up to you. Right? Any questions?
Your front roll method, the ground seems a long way off to beginners. Do you have a method for easing somebody or making a couple transitionary steps before you are going through?
You can start from here. When you do Aikido, make everything touch. Even the front knee. So when you put them in position, let them go one. So everything stays connected to the mat. So they feel every part of the floor, nothing's missed out. Except now when they stand up, the knee doesn't touch. And if they like to do it slowly that way, that's fine. So they get used to going over. So it can be this. Sit down, knee touch, or because they've hold everything to the mat, they're not going over themselves. Okay? And then eventually lower into the front foot. Okay? Remember, you're lowering your center. Okay? So wherever your center is, off the mat, that's where it's going to turn. If it's up here, it's going to turn. Okay? It's on the ground, that's where it turns. So bring it towards the ground. The other thing that is people see projections and they think you have to go over and go. The fall starts as gravity takes you, not at the same time that you're being thrown. Okay, so as far as you're concerned, you're waiting for your body to start to come down towards the mat. Yeah. The projection, you can't help. They're going to push you into that. Once you touch the mat, everything softens. So the fall starts as soon as you touch the mat. Okay? Not while you're being projected, otherwise you'll turn over right there. And then everything just drops in. Gravity does the same. Comes down. So when you're being thrown in it, you just allow it to come down. Then do the fall. So for you, the practice is always stay with the fall on the ground, on the mat, no matter what they do. Not as they're throwing. So you're trying to put that feeling in your head the same all the time. So your fall doesn't, the movement puts you into the fall, so everything happens on the ground. Yeah? But that's with practice. It does come with practice. But as soon as the mindset changes, the fall changes. Okay?
For those of us for whom the softness in the legs is difficult to achieve,
Do the same thing with your capability, as long as you're not crashing on joints. Okay? And as relaxed as you possibly can.
but is there like anything to save yourself or any image to put yourself with that has worked to get the legs to at least more effectively?
What I always say is keep the as loose as possible. So your legs do what they do, just go over your arm. All this movement. Then towards the end, the feet are going to be off the ground, or you're going to be closer to the turn. So the part that's keeping you on the ground, leave the one side in and allow yourself to turn over the whole thing. without making the legs go tense. Ukemi is about commitment to if you hold back any little bit, that holding back stops you from responding. So that little bit of movement while they're throwing you, there's danger of you either being injured or falling because you're not responding at that moment. Okay? So the practice is for you to respond to exactly what you feel. No more, no less. So don't add anything to it. Sometimes that's dangerous. You think, oh, that's wrong, so you launch myself. That's worse too. You shouldn't do that. It's best to let yourself go, and then as soon as you feel that movement touch the mat, your mind starts to fall. Okay? Again, it's practice. And the attitude too while you practice. Okay? Which we'll do. We'll take a break. We'll do some techniques for you to do that. So the concern is not always the technique. I've said this many times. When you come onto the mat, you're going to be falling. 50% of your practice is mechanical. The other part is doing the technique. You need to put them together. Okay? So that you can practice your technique correctly. The better your kami, the more expansion you can do with the technique. If the kami doesn't improve, it keeps your technique expansion in that criteria. It won't go any further. So if you want more after you practice, work on your kami, not the technique. Because you won't have anybody to throw. You don't have anybody to do those things on. Right? So practice both sides. So as a teacher, make sure that the technique you want to do to expand on, that your students can take those forward. And comfortably, they're not afraid of it. Right? You shouldn't be afraid of it. That's the way it works. By the feel of it, rather than looking at it. So I was on the angle of this for years, and that's all I did. So all this comes from that experience. Right? So it's best if you, I know it's hard, you see something and go, oh, but I guarantee you look at it and then you get into it and you say, oh, that's not so bad. Oh, it looks worse than that. Oh, that's fine. You just have to let go, that's all. Let go of that image. Because it's the connection that's going to put you in the right place, not you. Don't guess the fall. Okay? It has to be at that moment. Alright? Okay, let's start with just kind of exercise, just for relax. So, firm grip, but keep all the other joints loose. So we can stay connected. Not rigid. If it's rigid, it's easy to take a handle. So everything stays connected, but everything loose. Also, he was graduating doing technique also. Relax. The weight should be heavy. Not like you're holding your weight. As soon as you make contact, the weight is down. Okay. Just a tan. Which muscle? I'm going to ask you a question. Goes the same. Okay? So that means depending on the grip, the form is going to change. Okay? Now, what I'm doing. What's different? No. I'm here. It's visible on me, but what's the difference?
Right.
The target that's presented. The target that's presented. His weight is more important. Where it stops.
What's different?
Where he's driving.
Where he's holding.
Direction?
Where he's driving is different.
How he holds me is different.
Right.
Because of how I presented myself. So when I do this, where is he holding?
Down.
Okay, so down. Okay, I'm looking for something else. That's the effect you'll get. Why?
Because he's on top. Just inside, supposed to be okay.
Because he's
The structure of him is going
on top of it. Right. Okay, so if I'm making a move that's round, it's doing that. As he holds, we'll do that. Think of a ball. when it's just revolving like that, and you try to hold it, you'll spin with it because it's going the same way because you're holding it straight. If you hold it sideways, you go around it, you won't go underneath it. Yeah? You're the ball now. So when he holds and I place my hand like that, when I turn, he bends. He goes underneath. If I do this, he holds it. So when I go to do that, my shoulder wants to come up. And you're forcing that. When I do this with my wrist, it has no effect to him because it's holding on the side. Now he's holding here. There's an effect because I put it there. People forget that. Where you start affects them immediately. So that's part of the practice too. You put them exactly where you want them to affect the movement that you're looking for. Okay? Reaches towards me, I turn around. And the shape is natural. I'm not doing anything out of that structure. You're just using exactly what's there. Alright? Let's try again. Time your ankle. Okay, and if you offer like so and he holds on top, the movement across. You leave it the same. Okay? So if it's like that, you cut like you're going to bring your arm straight down in front of you. Where he's holding. Does that, straight down. Turn it. Can't do that unless he's holding from the front. And that's the shape you make. If it's underneath like that, you cut straight down, put it there. So it's natural. So you move where you feel the connection. Okay? So we'll practice both. One directly in front, up is a little higher, so he holds to the side, drop it down. Alright? Let's try both. Okay, so let's use that back foot. Now we're going to forward. Okay. So you're going to put them into the stretch first, then release them, not throw at the same time. So UK gets used to staying connected to you. Not make the assumption, I'm falling, and then disconnect completely from the whole thing. Stay connected right the way through the whole thing. So do knee, rotate, pick them up, stretch. Knee, turn, them up, turn, keep them close to you. Then extend forward and down. Okay, slowly. Close to use the open or good? Up, down. Up, down. Use the open like it's not. So only this year. Good. Okay. So if I'm stepping forward, I go extend, pick them up, good. And then try to push. I'm making the movement go lateral, which is the reverse. You're going to look like that, right? Forward. Up. Turn. Down. Okay? So the movement is you, your hips, not this. Yeah? It just goes up and down. Because your body is behind it, you can make use of it. Not if you swing. Turn, and cut. So people see the turn as pushing. Okay. So they go to the end, then they go, okay, push. No. Just keep them up. You're already connected to it. You go 1, 2. Now it's underneath me. Now 4, down. Okay? I'm using 2 hands and I make a step. I'm doing that. Forward. So forward motion in your arm keeps them there. So only up and down. Step forward. Pick them up. Go all the way around. So they're back in front of you. Forward. Right into you, so they're close. Over there. Okay? That's right. Okay.
Are we getting attacked again? Or attacked again?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and then just
Hold the ice back and the control through the camera. So now you're turning all the way around with your partner. Okay? Just trying to give me angles.
let's do it. Yeah.
This one?
They look more like feathers.
Yeah, I think we're not bowling, but it's stretching. Remember that exercise we were doing?
Yeah. Okay.
You're in that. Oh, there it is.
Okay, Shihan. That's his first thing.
That will be the first.
Stop planting your feet like it doesn't want to move and allow your body to twist. That's injury. Move your feet like you're walking. Don't do this to him. He walks. If he plants his feet, he's just going to fall over it. Move your feet. If I turn him into that, move your feet. Your foot follows your shoulder. I'm trying to do this with your shoulder. So the foot has to follow. Otherwise he falls over. Yeah, I want he needs to stay connected to the floor so I can finish it for him. Yeah, so you walk. You're moving the whole time. Better for you too. Yeah. Okay, let's try again. Let's get connected. Let's go. Other side, other side. Okay. from there, as soon as you fall in, you do this. Touch it. Now normally this would be like this, right? So if I'm turning with it, pretty nice so you can follow it. So it's no use you yanking your head up. That's tight. As I'm moving it, the whole thing goes. That's it. Stretch. Okay? So. Nice and not pulling and dragging. Don't want to see any lifting, stopping your partner from falling. Put them down and let them take care of themselves. We just move correctly so they get already in the right place. Okay? Sunio touch. Okay? This front. Oops. Don't let go of it. Once you let go, that support for me to control you is gone. It's you. I'm putting you where I want, you know, where you need to be. Then after that, it's yours, but I'm putting you in a safe place. Don't disconnect from it, let it stay connected to all the way to the end.
Thank you.
Slow. Okay, up the center. So imagine you're sitting in front, same line as their body. And hold over the top. Straight. Okay? UK pushes towards you. Sit, feel them. Then pick them up. Not push them. Pick them up. While they're pushing. Turn to open, forward, set and finish, facing the body, not sideways. Looking straight at them, forward, so the shoulder in front of your center, knee, the weight of your palm, where your knees, the other one against the body, the other one on the shoulder. So you have triangle. Okay? So this one controls the foot and you can see it. Okay? This one so the hips don't come all the way around. It's not sit like that so we can turn back into it. Weight forward, cut down, while the contact is still there. And as he's going over, this knee goes into the space. I'm just doing it slowly. UK must be in front of you, sitting straight. Okay? Let's try it. Continue on. Okay? Want his elbows to do. Don't take your hands and do that. You can't hold. Your fingers shouldn't separate. Imagine that your fingers are pointing at his elbows. Going back, pick them up. Sits into you, pick them up. Turn to look, so he's in front of you. That's and don't go off balance and then leave him straight. You stay straight. Come on, stay straight. He's already off balance now. Now he has your triangle in front of you. Forward. Okay, then you're looking straight at the partner. Okay? So imagine your weight as you turn is just going to fall on top of it with your arms extended. Heavy. But without leaning on it.